Okay, you guys, so I don't think I've ever been more excited about an antique store haul. I found some amazing items and I'm going to show you all of them and style them with you. All right, guys, so for Valentine's Day, my sweet husband surprised me and he took me up to Traverse City, Michigan. If you've never been there, it's way up in northern Michigan, and we went antique shopping together and had a little getaway, and it was really sweet of him. He planned it all and we had such an amazing time together, and I found such incredible items on this trip, and one of them I am freaking out about. I have it purposely cut off. It's in the dining room and I cannot wait to share it. So before I take you all around my home and show you all of these amazing antique finds and how I style them, I want to take you with me antique shopping. These antique shops were some of the best I've ever been in. They were just really great stores. So let me go ahead and take you guys antique shopping. Alright guys, the very first shop we went in was Wilson's Antiques. This was the East Bay antique shop outside of Traverse City. It was absolutely an amazing antique shop. I actually came home with this lantern and I didn't pay this price. They gave it to me for a lot less, which was awesome, but just beautiful displays, really neat pieces, a lot of expensive items in this particular booth, but as I continued to go throughout the shop, which was so large, we found a lot of really great prices. This little pine cabinet was something Mike found and pointed out, and we thought it was so beautiful, but unfortunately it had this funky like painting on it, which I could have sanded off, but we just couldn't think of a place where we would put it, so I decided to leave it behind. And I think it was like $125, which is a little expensive, I think, for the condition that it was in, so we decided to leave it there, but I do think it was so beautiful. And I also spotted this gorgeous pine hutch with these glass doors, and I stared at it for a long time. I actually went and got a measuring tape and measured it. I was considering it for our dining room space, but at the price point, $2,000, it was just a lot of money to spend on a piece of furniture. And even though I've always wanted a piece like this in our dining space and the patina was gorgeous, it's very difficult for me to spend that kind of money. One thing that I really loved about this particular antique store was not only the beautiful displays, but just the great items that I found here. Lots of really cool old pottery, a lot of really beautiful copper. There were also a lot of primitive pieces in this particular antique store. It was just a fun shop to walk through. It was an enjoyable experience. I found this little windmill plaque that I thought was really beautiful and ended up coming home with me. It was $5, but I just thought it would be beautiful in my little windmill art collection I have going on. And over here, I really kind of fell in love with this scalloped pitcher. I thought it was so unique and so beautiful, but it was $38, I think, and maybe that's a good price, but I didn't want to pay that much for one pitcher. You can see here just how beautiful the displays are, and just a lot of the primitive pieces they had just made the whole experience really fun. Now, the next place we went to was this awesome shop. You guys can find her over on Instagram. Her name is Liv, and her husband import antiques from England. So their shop is called House on Horizon, and they are located in Elk Rapids. And oh my goodness, you guys, they had so many beautiful pieces. You guys know how much I love antique pine, and Liv just has an amazing eye for beautiful, beautiful furniture. I wanted to take every single item in this warehouse home with me. It was all absolutely stunning, gorgeous breadboards, beautiful kitchen dressers, wardrobes, cabinets, just even little items she had in her warehouse were so stunningly beautiful. And oh my goodness, you guys, we measured quite a few pieces, took some notes, all of her plates and books and everything. If you are anywhere near Elk Rapids, you have to check out her warehouse, but she sells everything online. So if you see anything here that is, speaking to you, just reach out to her, head to her Instagram page, House on Horizon, and click on the link there in her bio. You can find all the information there for her shop. She also takes trips to England, and she brings groups with her to the best little antique shops throughout England. It sounds like a dream if you ask me. She also gave me these little plates that were from England. I fell in love with them. I think they're so beautiful. I actually thought that this table was so neat. It reminds me of the one that Mike built for me, actually. But you guys, Liv was just the sweetest. If you are wanting to shop small, I would highly encourage you to check out Liv's shop. Everything she has is so beautiful and so high quality. All right, guys, so our son Gabriel, he's our second oldest, has always struggled with sensitive skin. Ever since he was a baby, there were so many different things that we were trying to do to help with his eczema. And one of the things that the dermatologist recommended to us years ago was switching to a cleaner detergent. And so we've always tried to be very careful about the types of detergent that we bring into our home. So I am so excited today to share with you guys this new laundry detergent that we've been using. It's by Earth Breeze. So these Earth Breeze laundry detergent eco sheets are ultra concentrated, and what I love about them is, check it out. You don't have to pour any soap into a plastic container. I love the fact that there is no mess, no plastic jug. They are quick dissolve, they are powerful, and they're great for all machines, high efficiency included. Another thing that I love about these Earth Breeze eco sheets is the fact that there is no parabens, there's no phosphates, no bleach, no dyes, no optical brighteners. There's also no harsh chemicals and no unnecessary additives, just a simple, clean wash. There are so many laundry detergents out there, and so many of them contain optical brighteners and chemicals that are very harsh and not good for us and our skin. I love the fact that Earth Breeze is safe for sensitive skin, so I can feel good about using this, especially for my son Gabriel, who has extremely sensitive skin, and I love that it's non-irritating. Another thing that I love about Earth Breeze, it says right here on the packaging that for every package sold, 10 loads are donated to those in need. So I did not know this, but actually laundry detergent is one of the top requested items at most charities. And I love that Earth Breeze is a part of that, and they are trying to help and donate with every package that they sell. If you guys are interested in giving Earth Breeze a try, I will have all the information down in the description box below, or you can click my link. You will receive 40% off your auto shipment of Earth Breeze if you go to earthbreeze.com/pine. Again, that's earthbreeze.com/pine, and you'll get 40% off of your auto shipment by clicking on my link below. So make sure you check it out. I also have the QR code right here on the screen if you would like to scan it. I know you guys are gonna love Earth Breeze. It's such a wonderful alternative to traditional laundry detergent. We've been loving it, and I know you will too. So make sure you click that link in the description box below. All right, so the next antique shop we went in was also in Elk Rapids. I think this one was called Harbor Antiques. And again, you guys, it was just a fun experience. Lots of cool pottery, lots of neat baskets. I didn't find a ton at this antique shop, but the shopping experience was still just enjoyable. That's the best way that I can describe it. A lot of neat things to look at. we did end up finding this little crock, and it has the same pattern on it as the picture that I have on my table currently. And so we were excited about that. Mike found a lot of items from Germany, so he was reading all of the German to me and explaining what it meant. A lot of it, he said, don't put that on camera, it's not good. So some of the things, some of these pictures were talking about like women and beer and stuff, but anyways, it was still fun. I thought that these little copper candlestick holders were cute, but they were a little expensive at $30. Now, the very last place we went in, I believe you pronounce it brokant. Is that how you say it? Immediately when I walked in, we almost didn't go here. We were getting hungry, but Mike said, oh, I found one more little shop. It's right down the street. Let's just run in really quick. And immediately I could tell that the shop owner had a great eye, and when I turned the corner, I spotted this hutch, and I absolutely fell in love with it. But I wanted to wait and think about it. I wasn't sure. I was nervous because it was a little bit wide. So we went across to another antique shop that was actually in a home, and this was such a cute little store. I can't remember the name of it, but she had so many beautiful items, and her displays were absolutely gorgeous. Everything she had in this store was so beautiful, and I really enjoyed shopping in this antique store. A lot of times you go into an antique shop and you come across booths that are really disheveled and unorganized, and you kind of have to dig, and I'm not against that at all. I don't mind digging, but it was just nice to find a place, so many antique stores actually here, that were just very well kept and organized. This particular room was my absolute favorite. I'm sure you can see why. This stunning plate rack here and all of the copper and the white ironstone, it was just all speaking to me. I loved all of it, and I just thought it was absolutely beautiful. So the very first item I grabbed at the first shop, which was Wilson's Antiques, was this cutie little wooden plaque with a windmill on it. It was only $5, and I've been kind of collecting windmill artwork. I hung 2 pieces on my stairway, and I wanted to add this one to that collection. I thought it would be perfect because I think things look better in groups of 3s or 5s, like odd numbers. So anyways, I grabbed that and I just put a little command strip on the back of it, and I hung it there with the other grouping, and I thought it was really pretty. At that same antique store, I found this awesome, like, lantern, I guess you could call it. It holds a candle, but it was so cool. Something about it was just I just had so much character. I loved the little scallops in the top of it, and I thought it was really beautiful. So I'm not sure where I'm gonna put it. Initially, I thought about in my entryway, but that entry it's hardwired for a sconce that will actually turn on. So I don't know, I tried it there, it's so beautiful. I'm thinking I might have to find another place for it. But isn't it neat? Oh my goodness, I loved it so much. I didn't pay the price that was on it. They gave me a great deal on it. So anyways, not sure if I could maybe work it like over in this corner above the couch, or there's a million places I could use it. I just have to figure out where I want to put it. At that same antique store, I also found just this little baby rolling pin. My boys are always helping me bake and I thought that that was like the perfect size for Isaiah. He's 3. So I grabbed that as well, and they gave me a deal on all of these items, which was awesome. So I already told you guys all about Liv and her amazing warehouse, House on Horizon Antiques. We had a ton of fun just chatting about business, and I was encouraging her to start a YouTube channel because I would love to watch her go and source antiques, you know, in England. Let me go ahead and show you what I got from her warehouse. First off, I got this really cool marmalade jar. She's already sent me one before, but I wanted to add to my little collection here on the shelves in the living room. I just love these little jars. They are all so unique and all so different. And anyways, I really loved this particular one, and I think it looks beautiful on my shelves here in the living room. Another thing that I got at Liv's warehouse were these amazing plates from England. They had this beautiful blue and white design, and the little flowers on the plates reminded me of our everyday plates that were my grandfather's, the ironstone plates from Japan. As soon as I saw them, I thought they were beautiful. Another thing I grabbed at her shop was this incredible breadboard, cutting board, whatever you want to call them. I loved the patina. I loved the different tones in the wood, and it was just gorgeous. She has so many amazing breadboards. So I went ahead and put that in my kitchen. I'm not sure if I'm going to stack other boards with it or what I'm going to do yet. I also got this awesome crock as well from Liv, and I thought it would be really pretty in my kitchen. You can never have too many. And so I think for this, I'm going to go ahead and add a little plant. I thought that this corner over by my wooden spoons could use some, a pop of green, so I put that there. The last thing that I got at Liv's warehouse is this incredible painting. Oh my goodness, it is so amazing. I believe it's an original oil painting, but the colors just are everything. I absolutely love them. I'll take some footage of some close-ups of this beautiful piece. I love the women over here by the bridge. I know the glare is sometimes tough to see overlooking the water. It's just stunning, and I can't wait to find a place for it in my home. I think it's gonna go in the dining room actually around the corner. So I was really excited about this as well. All right, just a few other things. After we went to Liv's, we went to Harbor Antiques, I think it was called, and I just got this really pretty piece of copper. I haven't quite styled it yet. I just loved the floral design. I'll probably hang it up with my copper collection. And then I also got this really cool crock with the floral design. And what I thought was neat about this, I don't know if you can see, but this picture behind me on my table is the exact same design, which is really cool. There's no markings on this, so I'm not sure if it's the same maker. This is a little bit more dark brown than the picture that's on my table, but it just has these hints of blue, and I thought it was so pretty. So it matches my shirt. So anyways, I think I'll incorporate that somewhere in either my dining room or kitchen, but I really love it. And this was only $10, which I thought was awesome. All right, so the last shop we went into, well, no, second to last shop we went into, I believe it's pronounced Brocante, maybe? Anyways, that was the big, like, I wasn't expecting. We weren't even gonna go in there. Mike looked it up. He said, there's this other little shop down the street. Do you want to walk down there? And we were a little bit hungry, and I almost said, no, let's just go get lunch. We can stop for the day. But he said, oh, we're right here. Let's just go in. And I am so glad we did because you guys, as soon as I saw that hutch, I gasped. I'm a gasper. Is that a word? I do it often. Are there any other moms out there that gasp like way too much? Probably with 4 boys, I gasp more than normal. But when I saw this piece, I definitely gasped and I said, Mike, look. And we walked up to it and I could not believe the price. It was probably like a quarter, if not less than a quarter of the price that these pieces usually go for. And I am so frugal that I literally left without it at first. And then Mike and I went and got lunch and he was like, you're gonna regret this. You need to go get that. And I think that what worried me about this particular piece is that I didn't know if it would be too big for our dining room with the corner cabinet. And then I texted my mom and she was like, Andrea, like the corner cabinet was a Facebook Marketplace find that you painted. It's not even a true antique, which that's fine. That's okay. But like the shelves were a DIY project. She's like, for crying out loud, cut the shelves down or move the shelves. Like this is the piece of furniture that you've been dreaming of forever. I have been wanting a pine hutch, a primitive pine hutch with an open top like this forever. And the price was amazing. It was beautiful. So all that to say, I'm still working and playing with this piece. And I'm not sure if I love it with the corner cupboard. It's a lot of brown happening now that that little green table is gone. So I might paint the corner cupboard a different color or just look for a painted piece for that corner, like an antique. I love like painted chippy pieces. And speaking of that, I did get a really fun table at that same little shop and I ended up putting it between my chairs here for now because I just love it. It's this blue little chippy like plant stand table or something. All right, guys, so last but not least, we went into a shop in Traverse City called Antique Warehouse, I think is what it was called. And I got some amazing breadboards there for incredible prices, cheaper than I've ever seen. And do I need more breadboards? No, I don't, but they were so cheap. You have to check it out. I might hang these on the wall. I just love the way the small one looks on my table right now. So, you know, I'm not really sure exactly where I'm going to put these yet. They're rather large, but I love them. So anyways, I grabbed those as well. And I think that's everything. I hope I didn't forget anything. If I did, I'll show it in a future video. My next video will probably be me figuring out this hutch and how I'm gonna style it and shortening the shelves and everything. So stay tuned for that, I'm excited. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you are new to my channel, I'd love you to hit that subscribe button and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.